Brad Shoemaker.
Hi, Dan.
Remember at the beginning of The Phantom Pain when Venom Snake awakens after 9 years?
Vaguely.
Okay, that's what I feel like right now. Leaving the house, and the last several days have been like a lot of XCOM
around the clock. I was wondering where you were going with that, but yeah, that makes sense.
I had a 15-hour day playing this straight through. Yesterday, my girlfriend made me just step outside of the house so I could actually see the sun for a second.
Sounds like you've been to hell and back with this thing.
I have, and I have a lot of thoughts about this game.
Is that a pelican in the top right? Is this secretly? Is this actually Halo Wars 2?
Oh yeah, it kind of looks like it. Oh, I won't zoom in on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Brad. So this is XCOM 2.
Okay.
I like this game a lot, Brad.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's good to hear. I've been looking forward to this and also have not had time to play it, so you are going to be my conduit to this game.
I beat it last night, and so I can show you some stuff here. Now, I know you did the EX with the guys from Firaxis, so that was some early game stuff. So for people wanting to see just kind of the early game, kind of basic overview stuff, check that out, because this is going to be a little later game.
Okay, so that was like the second mission in the game or something?
Yeah, so if anyone's worried about seeing like enemies or units or anything that I have, late in the game, just be warned,
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know, how much did they go into Scilab stuff?
Not at all. Like they had nothing unlocked on that save, and they kind of mentioned a few things, but it's very purple in there.
Yeah. Well, they're
purple is the color of psionics.
Yeah, of course.
I have learned.
And also of the hair of Sasha Banks, one of my Psy Warriors back here.
Okay.
And here's Sharon Landlady, my girlfriend's landlady. She's a psychic. I asked my girlfriend who my psychic should be, and she said her landlady. So there's Sharon. And yeah, Sasha's back there learning Soul Steel. She's got her Shang Tsung ability going on.
Nice.
So yeah, you can. I upgraded this to have 2 Psy Warriors in there at any time. So they don't level up the way the standard soldiers do. It's not like, hey, you leveled up to Colonel, pick one of 2 things from this ability tree. You just kind of put them in these chambers for like the Soul Steel thing is probably like 5 days or whatever. Let's see, can I pause her training? I don't know if I can throw her back in. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so 4 days left on this, and she'll learn that ability. So these Psy Warriors can have a ton of abilities, but you can also pull them out into the field.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you could. So does that? I assume that interrupts her training to take her out on a mission.
No. Time kind of stops when you're on a mission.
Oh, okay.
If they're wounded, they will be in kind of the wounded bay or whatever.
Right.
So actually, I'll show you all my soldiers. Let's go to the memorial first. Let's see some of these guys.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. We got a big E Langston here. I think that might be Solid Snake. We got, there's me back here. We got Brock Lesnar here.
Okay. Man, he really slimmed down.
Yeah, you can't really adjust that. So everyone's kind of the same size. Let's see, Kid Rock died in Operation Brutal Sword. So did William Regal.
He was, he was trying to make America great again. And
he was, yeah. Take it back from the aliens. And then we got Diamond Dallas Page here, who died after 2 kills. Revolver Ocelot is dead. A bunch of no-name guys. I want everyone to survive a single mission before I give them a real name. So
you gotta test their mettle first.
Yeah.
Make sure they're worthy of being named.
Yeah. So they have all fallen. So let's take a look at my actual team right now, of which I have 14 available ones. Here's my team here. Dave Lang's near the bottom. He's a specialist.
As usual.
Yeah, him and Waluigi are my new kind of rookie
David Letterman.
Specialist. Yeah, Letterman is a ranger.
Quite an assortment you've got here.
Yeah, and I did not pick their code names. They'll name them their call signs. So like Brock Lesnar got Trojan or whatever. Yes. So yeah, that's my current team right now. Axl Rose is shaken after the last mission.
Yeah.
So yeah, got 2 Psy operatives which come kind of late in the game. As long as you kind of build that stuff. So
let's go kill some stuff.
Yeah, let's go in here. So instead of having just like a centralized base, like in the last one. So like the last one was set kind of present day, and you are defending against these alien invaders. This one, they've taken over, it's 20 years later, and you are the resistance.
Right.
So like you're going in, like you'll see like you're kind of concealed at the beginning of missions, and there's almost like a stealth element at the beginning. But before I jump into the mission, let me kind of show some of this stuff here. So I've reached out to all these areas here, which are giving me this much every month in my supply drops.
So you've effectively conquered those territories, or you control them?
I have communication lines open with pretty much the entire world.
So you don't necessarily occupy those territories, though? Like they're still ruled by aliens?
No, basically I can communicate with the resistance pockets.
Got it, okay.
Like my base is here in Africa. And like if I want to, I can fly here, and that's where I can heal faster or anything like that.
Wait, do you mean you have a permanent base in Africa?
That's just where the Resistance headquarters is.
Oh, so that's separate from the ship that you're flying around?
Yeah, so that's where I can recruit soldiers. That's where I get certain scanning bonuses. So like I can go in here, and if I buy something here, it's like, well, then when I scan, I'm getting intel, which is like a different type of currency, you know, at a faster rate. So there's not like an actual like physical building or anything. Like everything's on the ship. But yeah, there's a lot of elements that you kind of have to understand that it doesn't really spell out too much. Like you have to upgrade your resistance comms and get these facilities ready so you can have more contacts, so you can reach out further. You know, you have to learn what intel is and figure out that it's a different type of currency so you can buy things on the black market. There's just a lot that you have to learn by doing, to where like when I was 15 hours in the game, I almost wanted to restart it because once I had a better grasp on things.
That sounds like XCOM for sure.
Yeah, like the first game, I restarted after 15 hours and I felt much better about it. This one, I kind of wanted to, but you know, we got this game late and I definitely wanted to get some coverage up here, so I just powered through it. And I survived. But a tough thing too is the Avatar project. Let me back out again real quick. You see this thing here?
Yeah. It's basically your doomsday clock.
Yeah, so they're basically building this weapon to wipe out humanity or whatever.
Giant statue in the ocean.
Yeah, yeah, and they will erect facilities and things like that will make pips go up on this. And if this goes up all the way, a countdown timer starts saying like, hey, you've got 20 days until the Avatar project basically wipes everyone out. So it's this constant kind of tug of war of back and forth of making sure this doesn't go too high, and you have to do a lot of figuring out, well, do I want to do this stuff and scan and make money, or do I want to attack this facility when I don't feel like I'm totally ready yet? Or, you know, it's a lot of tough decisions you have to make in this game. It's always tense. This game is super goddamn tense.
That sounds cool. Like I want that in the metagame layer, you know? I want to make like high-level strategic decisions.
Yeah. And it's fun, but goddamn it if it's not tense the entire time.
I'm sure it's brutal, but that's what makes it good. So you can knock pips off the Avatar bar?
So that's something I didn't realize at first, so I was freaking out as it kept going up. But as you destroy facilities and finish certain missions, it will be like, oh, you destroyed that facility, we'll take 3 pips off that thing.
Okay.
So let's see, I think I got a good breakdown here. I got my sharpshooter here, I got Grenadier, Psyop, I got a Ranger. Yeah, this is good. Good mix of folks here.
It's a colorful bunch.
Yeah, looking good. All right, we'll send these folks in.
Axl Rose with his tiger stripes.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's still shaking, but he's useful.
You with your American flag motif.
Yep. And as you level up, you get
well dressed.
Yeah, you get more customization options as you level guys up. So you know, it's pretty basic at first, but then you'll get monocles and weird shit that you can put on.
Sure. Once that countdown timer starts, like you said, when that bar fills up, then you got the 20 days or whatever. Like, once that timer starts, are you locked into that and you've just got 20 days to win, or can you cancel the countdown?
I think you can still knock it down. Like I never actually let the bar fill all the way up. I think I got like 2 pips away. But I read about it, and it sounds like it just activates a 20-day timer once it fills up, and if you don't do something to fix it in that time, then you're fucked. Yeah. Okay. Then you just have to reload an old save or whatever. Which, playing through this, man, this is fucking hard. This game, so I played like the first 15 hours or so on normal, and I was just barely eking by, and lots of saves coming, just felt completely necessary. And I bumped down to easy, and it's still ridiculously hard on easy.
Really?
I don't know how many times I turned to my girlfriend, and I just said, easy. I'm on the rookie setting. That was easy, because I'm just getting fucked over left and right in this game.
Even in that video we did with the devs, like mission 2 or whatever, like it seemed like the game was really just sticking you the middle finger.
Oh yeah.
Like even in that mission, there were guys who could bring dead enemies back to life. There were guys who could mind control your guys.
Oh yeah, there's snake men that can wrap you up and bind your dudes so they can't be used, and it's a whole damn thing. All right, so I usually send the most expendable guy out first to kind of look. Actually, you know what? Big E is really strong, so I'll send him out first. So this is actually totally different, I think. I want to say this is totally different than when I played it on my thing, because I think every time you load the mission, it kind of randomly generates the basic thing. Like this one, I have to investigate the forge, which is a facility, so I assume that's kind of the same no matter what. Let's send Axel in. All right.
Double time.
So you can see up here, this little cloak thing. That means I'm concealed right now. Like, the aliens do not know I'm here, although I probably just blew that.
What the fuck are those things?
Those are advanced mech dudes.
They look like they're going to start mooing or something.
Oh, right. So you can see here, this is, if I step into this, they will see me. And if I end my turn, they will do their move, and so they kind of go on patrols and everything. So I try to stay in the shadows as much as I can to set up ambushes. So we'll see if we can set up an ambush here, or it'll probably just completely fall apart like it does a lot for me.
And this is new, right? This is kind of like a pre-engagement phase where you can kind of freely move your guys around.
Yeah, which I think that whole concept of us being this resistance that's, you know, trying to take out these alien facilities and stuff,
right.
I think that lends itself to this. So what I like to do is get a lot of guys in positions and put them in Overwatch, and then trigger something by like, oh, now I'm going to shoot a grenade into you guys, and once they start scattering, all my Overwatches kind of
pop
activate.
off.
Yeah, it's really satisfying when it works well. We'll see if we can do that.
Whoa.
Also of note, I've had a lot of performance issues with this game.
Yeah, I've read about that a lot, which is super unfortunate, because I was hoping that since it was PC exclusive, they would really kind of, you know, obviously, you know, PC development is hard, even if it's the only platform you're focusing on.
Right.
But still, I was hoping it would maybe be a little more streamlined.
Yeah, I was very disappointed because it was kind of chugging on this computer here, and then my home computer is like way above the recommended stuff, and it was still not doing well at certain parts.
Man.
And it's not just chugging and things like that. It's a lot of stuff like not being able to see through ceilings and stuff when you need to. Lots of weird
like
camera angles, things cutting to black. You know, like it's not great, and I'm really hoping a patch will kind of fix that stuff up. So here, I'm going to try my whole Overwatch thing. I'm going to put everyone in Overwatch except for Big E, who is my grenade dude.
Freak.
Yeah, that's Sharon Landlady. All right, so let's pop her in. So she's great. And so you can see my Psi operative here. She can do this Void Rift here, which that's mainly good against organic enemies because it's going to make them go insane. There's this no lance thing, which is just basically a straight shot that really fucks up anything. It goes through walls, defenses, everything. I can do mind control, so I can actually take over enemies and then use their abilities and everything.
That sounds useful.
Yeah, it is. I can inspire my other dudes to have an extra turn. I can just shoot the soul fire thing at them. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do. But for now, we are just going to do old reliable Overwatch
Can
here.
anybody become a Psi operative if you put the kind of research time in?
I think you have to put a rookie in there.
Oh.
Yeah, you take a rookie and you immediately kind of throw them in there.
Okay.
So if you have moved with the sharpshooter, pistol is the only thing you can do, and I can put them into pistol Overwatch. If I did that on my first turn, they could be in normal Overwatch. Man, I really don't want to risk screwing up this cover I've got. Just throw myself here. This should be safe.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Where's Big E? He's the one that's going to shoot the grenade.
Scanning.
There he is. Okay, so I think he's the last one. Yep. All right. Let's get him in position, and let's hope that they scatter in a way that activates my Overwatch dudes. These acid grenades are fantastic. These really screw things up. And so their shields, you see how they've got the two yellow pips there?
Yeah.
So I need to shred their shields, which you can use grenades or acid or whatever, and that way they're just gone forever, and you don't have to worry about them sponging up damage.
Is the acid also damage over time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Psi operatives are also immune to acid and psychological stuff and all that shit.
Lap.
So I shredded their shields. I'm hoping they scatter in a good way here.
That did a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's great. Oh wait, they just went into Overwatch?
Huh.
Come on, guys. Oh man, that's really hurting them.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So it's at the start of their turn, that's when all the extra damage kind of comes into play.
Right. Okay.
Oh, they can. See, stuff like this happens a lot. Like
Yeah,
there'll be
just the
times where
hitching and
it's
stuff.
like 15 or 20 seconds of just like, all right, is there anything I can do here? Like I had that problem quite a bit.
I wonder if there are enemies that you can't see moving, like taking their turns right now? Is that possible?
Usually that happens pretty quickly.
Or, oh, wow.
I think I'm bleeding.
I've also had I've also had mission-breaking bugs where I've done a whole mission and then I go to evac and then for some reason it just won't. Like I'm in the Sky Ranger zone, I'm hitting the evac button, and they're the last person on the squad. Mission's over once they evac, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, the first XCOM was pretty notorious for having shitty bugs like that too. Like, not to excuse it, but it's kind of not surprising to hear that they didn't really clean that up.
Right.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it really is.
Like I've mentioned, I think on the podcast, I was toying with the idea of playing Iron Man in this, but not if I'm just going to get fucked over by shitty bugs all the time.
With those glitches, I really can't recommend it. 100%, screw you. I think that acid will probably, it might actually kill on the next one. Yeah, just to give you a sense here, I'll go to my load games. I have a lot of saves.
That's a lot of saves.
Yeah, yeah.
Advent City.
Yeah. Man, yeah, this is a real tough game. Jeff was talking about how like you can actually, I guess they make it pretty easy to go into like an INI file and change that stuff around.
Like what kind of stuff?
Like enemy health and how much damage your weapons do and things like that. I feel
I do not share his predilection for cheating.
I can't do it.
It completely removes any satisfaction for me.
Yeah, I can't. I can play stuff on easy if I feel like it's just crazy difficult like this was. But yeah. Yeah, I
like
can't do that.
I like on an academic level experiencing the game the way that the designers intended, just to see what they intended.
For sure.
But also, like, I just can't derive any inherent satisfaction from something that I have like altered to be easy.
Yep.
I would just assume not play the game at all as make it super easy and just breeze through it.
Right. Ooh, this would be a good opportunity to show the mind control stuff on the next turn if she doesn't die. Let's see. Right, I like to enjoy everything on the academic level.
Yes, I've heard that about you.
Let's see. Okay, I got a pretty good sniper here.
Fire sniper rifle.
Let's see.
Or is that just saying fire sniper? That's just okay. Never mind.
Get him, bonkers.
It's just an imperative.
There we go.
What is up with that? The enemy that you attacked up there. What's with that little glitchy, flickery effect?
That is a codex. That is not an actual glitch.
But I mean, does it imply some kind of power on the part of that unit?
Yeah, I'll explain them in a second. First, I want to turn the action cam on because I turned it off because it was getting so funky. So let's see. I think I'm going to gameplay. Get action cam back on. Yeah, that was just showing me nothing a lot of the time.
Huh.
We'll see how it works. Yeah, so if you shoot them and you don't kill them right away, these codexes they can teleport and they can also clone themselves. So like it could split into two. And each one would have half health.
Fuck.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay, so they at least take a health penalty.
Yeah, but I mean, that can split and that can split. And before you know it, like if you don't take care of them on your turn, you've got 4 things shooting at you instead of 1, which is, real bad in a game as tough as this.
Yep. Activity.
I'm probably not making the best tactical choices here since I'm kind of talking and playing, but then again, I wasn't making the best tactical choices when I was playing this game anyway. So I'm going to try to mind control this thing, because this thing is real beefy. You can tell all of its hit points here and the shield. So I'm going to take it right over. If it doesn't kill Sharon Landlady.
Taking heavy fire.
So also, do you see this kind of faint circle around Sharon Landlady? There's like a purple circle around her.
Yes.
So that is, I think Solace is the name of that ability that I learned. And anybody standing in there kind of gains the abilities of, being immune to certain things and psychic damage and stuff like that. So this thing sucks. So this is just a ball that basically drains all my guns of ammo.
Man.
So I have to reload the next time. It looks like Axel was just on the outside of it.
I was going to say, Axel rose to the rescue.
Yeah, but that thing also blows up after 1 turn, so it does a ton of damage. Okay, so Sharon Landlady is looking okay, so let's domination. Oh, we're taking over that Andromedon. So here's a weird thing. These things, you kill the Andromedon, the actual creature in there, but then its suit reanimates with its own health bar.
Huh.
So I'm mind controlling the creature in there, but once it is dead, I'm not controlling the suit stomping around and shooting at things.
And that's no matter how you kill that thing, the suit will always come back to life?
I have not found any way to just straight up kill that thing.
Dude, that sounds rough.
It's rough, yeah. Let's see, so what do we have? Let's see if I can do a combat protocol on something. I can attack my own dude, I don't want to do that. Combat protocol is better on mechanical things, which I think codexes are weird, not technically robotic. Let's see if we can just shoot this thing. So watch, I will probably shoot this and hit it, and then it will split off into 2 weak clones. And it does that automatically, it doesn't have to wait for its turn.
I'm really disappointed that you went with late period cornrow Axel.
It was the easiest to do. They have cornrows that's immediately identifiable. But that's, they have less long hair options. I am by no means saying that 2002 VMA's Axl Rose is the best Axl Rose.
Fat, uncool Axel is not the Axel I want to remember.
It's kind of a funny Axel, though. And check this out. Brock Lesnar with the sword.
Yeah. Also, it's called Slash.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sword attacks I remember seeing. Oh, is that an energy sword?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the sword attacks when the devs came and showed the game off. I was like, all right, yep.
They are incredibly effective.
Like if you're gonna bear the risk of running right up to the enemy, you better get some freaking damage out of it.
Yep. And there's cool abilities like Brock has this thing called Blade Storm. So any enemy that gets within melee range of me, I get a free melee attack on it. So a lot of times something will run up trying to punch me or whatever. And it's like, fuck you, I'm just swording you to death right now before you even get a chance to hit me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, what do we got here? Rhino, that's me. think I've killed all the actual enemies in this area.
So you did successfully control that guy?
Yeah, so you see how she's got that line there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and reload since that stupid fucking psychic thing screwed me over.
So is she effectively out of commission as long as she's controlling that thing? Like
no, she can do everything else. She can shoot her lasers and all that stuff.
She can still independently take a turn?
Oh yeah, she can shoot, she can move, she can do everything.
Wow.
It's real great. But if she dies or evacs, then that thing is right back to doing its thing, you know? Okay. Rupture, this is a cool ability. So it'll hit something and do a bunch of damage, and then after that, any other attack does +3 damage to it from anybody. There are a lot of really cool abilities in this game. Nope, there's another codex. Shit. I wish to kill that. So yeah, if anybody was left in there, they'd be kind of fucked there. All right.
Shugging.
Yeah. And this is on nowhere near the highest difficulty,
that's a
not
shame.
difficulty settings.
I've got a crappier GPU at home than this one, so this does not bode well for me.
Yeah, it's even when you can cover everything with your GPU, it's there are issues for sure. I'll be writing the review today, and that'll be going up very soon. Yeah, got a lot of things I want to say about it. Overall, like when things are running, this is a fucking awesome sequel. I love it. I really love the first one, but man, there are some things that I really struggled with this one.
Yeah.
On the move.
This Reaper ability is really cool. So yeah, with this Reaper ability, I can turn it on, and then for every melee kill I get, like every sword kill, I can do another one. So basically, if there's just a bunch of weaker enemies around, you can just go running around the battlefield, sorting them all to death. Real great.
That sounds pretty fun. Yeah. What was that thing?
That's an Andromedon, and oh, that might be an Archon. Yeah, so these Archons.
Good lord.
Yeah.
That looks bad.
They're kind of fun to take over. You can do some crazy stuff with
they
them.
went pretty wild with the enemy design in this.
They did.
I feel like the first game hewed a lot closer to the kind of classic XCOM, like sectoid gray alien look.
Right.
For the most part. Like, this is kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Do they address that in the story? Like,
yeah, they talk about stuff like the sectoids looking all like mean and scary in this one, like they talk about.
I mean, are there different aliens? Is this some kind of like alien coalition? Like, I mean, I assume the snake people are a different race than the sectoids, right?
Right. There actually is. It's kind of a big story point talking about like what these things are and why there are different types and everything. So
there is more story than just like, hey, doomsday weapon, you need to stop it.
Oh yeah. There's stuff. It mostly pops up later in the game, but it is definitely there. I don't want to shoot him. Okay, well, I guess I'll just put her in Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Heal her. Okay, so I've got my Andromedon. So yeah, you get their abilities. So this thing can shoot these shitty acid bombs at you when they're on the other side of the fence, but you can use them when you're mind controlling them, which is real great.
Here. Just Kool-Aid Man your way through everything.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
That's great.
And if you're powerful enough, you can even take over some like really big like sectopods type enemies. See if I can hit with a rocket from here. Yeah, that'll do. Probably blow up that truck too.
Nice. Boom.
Yeah, it's a crazy war.
Wow. Yeah, that definitely put a dent in that thing.
Yeah, let's really go to town on this guy.
Okay, so this is going to kill the creature, but not the suit.
Likely.
Because I wanted to see that in action.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Oh, it's immune to acid. I'm an idiot.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, let's just kill the shit out of this thing.
Oh, dude, that's a lot of damage on that Archon.
49. You know what? Let's wait. Not acid. I need a normal grenade. Well, shit. Maybe that's not the right way to go here. Oh, is he the only one left?
Well, that Archon was over there.
Can I hit the Archon?
Yeah.
Oh,
you were aiming it. Hang on. Go back to aiming again with your weapon. It seemed like when you aimed at that Archon, you were going to do like all of its health.
That would be a ton.
Like,
let's give it a shot. There's lots of like, oh, it said it's 78%, but it totally misses, and it's infuriating. Oh, that actually totally killed it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't pass that up.
Oh yeah, and I have venom rounds in that, so it will probably die at the beginning of its turn.
Wow.
Yeah. So that thing can fly up in the air and summon all these missiles to come down.
Jeez.
Axel's got this ability to where Axel, if he only moves in his turn, he automatically goes into Overwatch. So that's been really helpful. Oh, there's my Overwatch. Come on, Axel. Yeah!
Man. I feel like, and this could just be anecdotal, but I feel like you're hitting a lot more often than I remember you hitting in the first XCOM.
I think I'm just getting lucky because I was missing like fucking crazy.
Because, you know, like the first game was, and I'm not an expert on randomness and like what kind of math they're using But the first game was notorious for, you know, you'd have like a 70% hit chance, you know, and just missing every time or whatever, you know, like it became kind of a meme that like it was impossible to hit anything. Like, is that basically still the case?
Oh yeah. Well, you may have seen that picture that's been floating around Twitter of like, you know, the gun directly pressed against his face and it says 68% or whatever.
Well, that one is just laughable from the way, you know, kind of the perspective of the way the units were staged.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the literal numbers of like, you know, it's like, oh, my hit chance is in the 80s, but I'm still missing. Like this is super infuriating.
It feels like it's off for sure.
Which you know, like is like viable, I guess, in terms of probability or whatever.
Yeah. But yes,
that doesn't make it fun.
Exactly, and it can be very, very frustrating. So here, this is just the suit. You can see the actual alien is dead inside, but it's like inflated its weird robo suit thing here. So hopefully I can kill it before it does any more damage here. Don't want to hurt my own dudes. Oh, you know what? So here, Brock has already used his turn, but I can inspire him psychically, and then we can hit him with another sword attack. Yeah, these enemies are a real pain in the ass. And we'll sword again. All right.
Down you go.
Took care of it.
You can't handle me.
Is this, I didn't think to ask, is this a story mission, or is this one of the randomly generated ones?
I believe this is a story one.
Okay.
Yeah. We might cut it off before we get to the stuff at the very end here.
Well, I was mostly just curious, like, what type of objective you were going to have here. Like, the devs, when they came through, were talking about how they had tried to kind of give all the missions a kind of a more diverse range of objectives. Not the case.
Nah, I'd say a lot of them, more than I liked, have that kind of like, oh, do this before the timer, you know?
Yeah, well, they mentioned that was also the case, but I think the main point, I think that what I got from what they were saying was that they were trying to avoid having all the missions just be, hey, kill everything in the mission. I
mean, that's what most of them feel like. Like, there are some where it's like, oh, rescue the civilians or whatever, but they had those in the last one.
Yeah.
You know, rescue 6 civilians. But a lot of them, like, yeah, it'll be different things that the timer is counting. Like, oh, protect this thing before the aliens destroy it, or extract this VIP before the, before he dies or whatever.
Right.
But it's all pretty much kill the aliens and get to the end, you know, before the timer runs out.
Sure.
So I didn't notice what I would call a lot of variety, you know.
Not a problem.
I didn't know you were going to have to fight Ed 209.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Acid is good against robots. I can't reach it, though. Damn it.
Oh?
That worked.
Looks like it.
Oh, wait, this one? That's mine. Oh, wait, shit, there it is.
Yeah, no,
God damn it, I'm just not
right.
even looking at it. It's blending in. All right, hopefully that'll shred all of its stuff.
What?
All right.
Yeah, that seems good.
Yeah. Yeah, those acid bombs are real, real good. This thing will just chew you right up.
So how did you handle losing veteran squad members? Did you save scum that at all, or do you live with it?
If they were important enough, I would save scum. Like, yeah.
It's kind of how I played the first one too. It's really hard when you get attached to them.
Yeah, especially you get them really high rank and they've got a bunch of cool abilities and stuff. And
that's why I was toying with Iron Man, because I don't have the willpower to just let those guys go.
I don't either.
But
yeah, and that's the thing, is like, now that I understand more about what I need to focus on building early in the game and things like that, and what I need to prioritize, I kind of want to play this again on a higher difficulty level and maybe do Iron Man. But I want to wait and see if they fucking patch some stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like especially if you've already played through it, but even if you're thinking about it, maybe waiting for some patches might be useful.
Oh yeah.
Also, like they're, to their credit, they're putting a lot of effort into the mod tools and the mod scene for this thing. Like those Long War guys are already working on some big stuff for this.
Right. Yeah. So it definitely seems like a game I would want to pick up and see how it's doing in a few months.
Right.
Between patches and mods and all that stuff.
Sure.
Got it.
See, we'll take down this sectopod and maybe call it here before we look into the facility. But yeah, this is pretty late game stuff. I love having these mind control things because you can just march them like idiots into the firing squads and yeah. Oh, that's great. Fuck you. Wait, is that where did that sectopod go? Oh, it retreated, right? I think it did.
I'm not actually sure.
I'm gonna get this acid field here. That's what's really annoying, is that my acid grenades have a huge radius now, and so it can get tough to get around my own trouble here. Oh wow, it really retreated back there. Yeah, like there's the pauses like this where I understand that it's just aliens outside of the field of view moving around.
Right.
Although now they are in the field of view. But there are times where it just doesn't even really make sense. Like I'll be telling my own guys to do something, and it'll be like a 15 or 20 second.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
weird.
It's very frustrating.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll be pretty quick with some updates.
Yeah, and I've played it on a couple different computers, and I've run into similar problems on both.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a good number of reports about the same stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trusting you here.
So this is cool. This is an ability I have to where I will send my guy around, and it will any kind of ailments or anything, or if they need revives or anything, this thing will just fly around and help everyone out. This is a pretty late stage upgrade. Yeah, much more useful than a med kit.
Yeah, so it looks like you got a ton of options in this game.
Yeah, that's one of the main upgrades over the last game. It's just the sheer amount of abilities and cool classes and stuff. Like it's been real cool. Let's see if I'll get a chance to hit with this. It's one of my favorite abilities.
Confirmed on the move.
So this. Okay, yeah, it'll just go straight. Well, that would kill Brock Lesnar too.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do it.
Oh, that hits your own guys?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, he's right in the line of. Oh wait. It'll skirt right around him.
It looks like it, yeah.
My lance pierces all.
All right.
Get him, landlady.
Like a silence?
Yeah.
Oh wow, dude, that thing just got fucked up.
Yep. Thing is great. Oh yeah, and destructible cover and everything is real cool.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
This game's firing on all cylinders. This looks pretty good.
It's a good game. Which you can understand my frustration at the performance stuff.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
When everything's working as it should, holy shit, it's so much fun. This game's giving me a lot of really high highs and low lows.
Yeah.
Some intended lows, some unintended, Let's see, I think once I go in there, it might trigger some story stuff. So I might go ahead and back out now.
That's fine.
I think we've seen the main beats of it. But yeah, Brad, that is XCOM 2. It's real good. I'm looking forward to writing this review.
Yeah.
That'll be up on the site real soon.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I was gonna.
There was multiplayer. I haven't had a chance to dive into that yet.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to ask about it. I guess character pool. Did you ever figure out for sure like exactly how this stuff works? Like, is the pool? It's all local.
Yeah, like I've been saving all my people to just my local pool or whatever.
Okay, I don't know where I got the idea that you could share character pools with other players.
Well, I mean, this, I haven't had much time to do anything outside of the campaign here, but it sure looks like I would be able to import.
Yeah, it looks like you can export. Maybe you just have to share. Share file, like database files or something.
Yeah, because it looks like I can bring in like Garth here if I want to.
Nice.
Can I actually see him here? This is actually the first I've seen of it. There's Garth. There he is. That's what he looks like.
That's silly.
Yep. But yeah, I've got my actual character pool, so if I start a new game, I can use a lot of these guys I've already made.
It would be awesome. I mean, maybe people are already doing this. If you could just like go online and download like full character sets that people have made. It's like, here's the cast of SNL.
Oh yeah, here's wrestlers.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that is that's my thoughts on XCOM 2 for now.
All right,
we'll have the elaboration in the review.
Excellent.
But some real good stuff here, Brad.
Cool. That's good to hear.
Yeah, thanks for joining me.
Yep.